if they didn't want me. It was a one-year tour. They took me with them because there was no other way. I took my guitar and flew to Chicago. In New York, I had to change planes. Thank God I met a man who was very fond of guitar music. I played for him on the plane, and then he put me onto the plane to Chicago. Even today, I'd still be completely lost at an airport that big. Imagine 12 years old and on another continent. I felt like the people who travelled with Columbus. Going to America was very attractive then. Today, all this is routine. Flight, promotion, interviews. Every day is very exhausting. But with the 2 hours of music on stage, you forget all this.
Pero se compensa con esas 2 horas de música en el escenario.
I'm a very nervous person, and the 2 hours on stage make me relax. They free me from the pressure. I feel a kind of self-realization. Applause is not so important, but it helps you confirm yourself, and you feel that other people like what you're doing, and that it makes them happy.
Le gusta a otra mucha gente y hace feliz a otras personas. Todo lo que rodea
But everything about touring is tough.
De las 2 horas del escenario es muy pesado. A veces está ahí sentado y de pronto te viene eso que llaman.
Sometimes you're sitting there and all of a sudden there's what they call inspiration. You take your guitar, you start playing, and the result is a nice melody. But personally, I believe more in work. While you sit there waiting for the inspiration to come, 6 months can pass without anything happening. Someone said art is 90% perspiration and 10% inspiration.
Yo siempre sentí que en el concierto de Aranjuez, desde la perspectiva
I always had the feeling in the Concierto de Aranjuez, the flamenco guitar player can have a very special point of view.
El guitarrista clásico
For a classical guitar player, for example, sound is very important. He lives for a good sound.
El sonido. Vive para el buen sonido.
Sometimes, during a rhythmical part, he loses the rhythm. He simply stops playing when he has to move from one part to another. And then he puts an expression of great feeling on his face to justify this stop, and then changes the register without the slightest danger of losing the sound. This seems like a musical mistake to me. I prefer listening to the notes played impurely, but in the correct beat, just like they were written. You know, basically Spanish music is rhythmical. And then suddenly I could hear in those thousands of recorded versions that they often lacked the correct rhythm and didn't match accurately with the orchestra. And this is where I started. I wanted to play the concerto exactly as it was written. I did it and made a live recording. And that's quite a risk with this concerto, which is very difficult to play.